and welcome back to ArtChick TV. Maybe you're wondering why I'm wearing this Jack Daniels t-shirt, and I'm about to tell you a really funny story. About 2 weeks ago I saw an ad, and it said, need extras for an MTV filming, and send in a recent photo of yourself to apply. So I said, oh, well, what the hell, I'll just send a picture, like, that can't hurt me any. So totally forgot about it. 2 weeks later I get a, congratulations, you've been chosen to be in the filming, and like has all these like strict rules, like you're gonna get filmed when you get in the door, so don't say you're there for the filming, just say the word Maslow, you're there to see Maslow, say it real cool, you know, arrive at 7 o'clock sharp, otherwise you won't make the cut and you won't be on, and da da da. So I'm thinking to myself, like, okay, maybe it's legit, maybe it's a fraud, but I'm just gonna check this out because it'll probably be an interesting story to tell later on. So my boyfriend, I tell him, he gets all excited, wow, aren't you proud of this? I'm so excited for you. So I'm like, yeah. So he drives me in, we get stuck in like every red light, behind every slowpoke, for every traffic jam, you know, every wrong direction and one-way streets, and so like 30 minutes pass and I'm like, well, I'm gonna be late. So opportunity only comes once in a lifetime, and the only thing I can say is just see, maybe just try to get in and see what happens. If I don't get in, oh well, I settled work that night, I had a double. So either case I had things I had to do. So we finally drive up to the place and I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna jump out, and I tell my boyfriend I'm just gonna call you and tell you what goes on, you know, whether I get in or out or whatever. So I get out of the car, walk across the street to the knitting factory, which is where the filming is going to take place, and you know, of course there's no line, there's only like 2 people ahead of me, so I'm like, great, I'm so late, there's not even a line outside. So I said, oh, hello, I'm here to see Maslow, and they asked me for an ID, put a wristband on me, you know, the 21. So then I walk in and I'm looking around for like coat check, and I walk right past like the ticket person. I don't even like think I need to buy a ticket or get a ticket. I'm just like, got my wristband, I got my winter coat, I gotta check it in. So I'm looking around and this guy walks up and he goes, ah, you're here. Okay, you know, just hold on, come follow me. And there's this guy sitting there with all these like badges and everything, and he's got, you know, his little cashier box, and he's all like serious, you know, he's guarding the front door. And he walks up, he goes, oh, she's with us, just give her all the wristbands, access to everything. And I'm like, access to everything? Okay. So he puts 2 more wristbands on me, so now I'm wearing 3 wristbands, stamps my hand. He goes, okay, follow me up the stairs. I'm like, okay. And then I notice this chick, like, suddenly, she's with us, like, I don't know where she came from, she's like following me. So I'm like, okay. So we go up, and now I'm behind the stage, with all the rock bands, like, all, like, hanging out, drinking beer, and, like, you know, yeah, you know, we're about to go up, who are you, and all this stuff, you know. And the guy goes, oh, you get a free shirt. I'm like, oh, okay, cool, I get a free Maslow shirt, probably, right? So hands me, he pulls out this bag of shirts. Oh, we got all these different colors. And I pick one, and I look down thinking it's going to say Maslow on it or something, you know, or MTV or some BS, I don't know. And it says Jack Daniels. So I'm like, what's going on here? So instead of saying anything, I'm like, you know what, maybe there's some logical reason for this, so I'm just kind of gonna like go along with it. So then I put the shirt on, and it like matched my outfit, so it seemed to be like I planned it, or it was like meant, you know. And the other girl goes, oh, so like so she introduces herself. She's, oh, I've never seen you here before, and I'm like, well, you know what? Like, because I realized once all these other Jack Daniel girls suddenly walk in the room, oh, everybody's here. And I'm like, and they're like, oh, we got all the promotional things, we're gonna hand everything out. And another guy comes in, he starts directing all these promotional, I realized they're all promotional models. So I'm like, oh man, they think I'm a Jack Daniel model. So this girl's like, so you're new, so like, you know, like, how'd you get into like the agency or whatever, I've never seen you. And I'm like, agency? I'm like, how much do you get paid? How do you get paid? so she's like, oh, well, the agency pays. I'm like, damn it, you know? So I'm like, well, yeah, I kind of have like a confession to make. I got confused. I thought this was about something else. And she's like, something else? What do you mean something else? And I'm like, well, we're behind stage, so I can say it if it's real. I said, well, you know, I was asked to come to the club for MTV filming to look like a Maslow fan, and you know, woo, Maslow, I love you guys. So I was trying to look like, you know, the chick that like follows the band, little groupie or something, so I played the part, you know, and I wasn't supposed to say, I'm here for an MTV filming, where's the filming? I was supposed to talk about it, so I thought the guy recognized me from my application, my photo. That's why I was like, oh, okay, you know. And so she's like, you know what, that's too funny, you should totally just go along with this. So I was like, you know what the hell? So, but I ended up telling everybody, like, I'm fake, I'm not a real, like, Jack Daniel model. Like, I told the promoter, I told, like, all the models, I told everybody, and they're all just like, oh no, hang out with us. So, yeah, I basically got some free stuff and gave out free stuff to people, and you know, networked and gave my cards out to all the band members. It was pretty funny. So I'm running around and everything, and then I get this text message. My boyfriend's like, I'm on like 14th and 8th. My message is coming backwards, by the way. So I'm looking at this, I'm like, 14th and 8th. I'm like, okay, so what? Like, you're on 14th, good for you, you know? Like, what are you telling me that for? Next message, my car broke down. I'm like, oh shit. And here I am having all this fun, but then I realize these people think I'm actually supposed to be a promotional model, because the head guy, I didn't tell him. I told everybody else, but the head guy that was in charge of it didn't know. So I'm like, how am I going to skate out the door when they're trying to put me to work here, you know? So it's like, and I can't tell my boyfriend because he's like in this dilemma. It's kind of hard for me to explain with these rock bands like all playing. It's kind of loud. So I just don't have enough time to like text like this whole story to my boyfriend. So I'm like, okay. So I go back up the stairs to go to the back room because my winter coat's back there. That became my coat check basically. And because I store everything there, except for my purse. I don't leave that behind. So I was carrying around. Supposedly, actually, I learned that it's as a promotional model, you're not supposed to walk around your purse. I just don't think that's cool. But I did anyway because I was fake, so I could do whatever I wanted. So everybody's like, wow, you can walk around your purse and you could have like stockings with so cool stockings, you could wear skirts. I'm like, yeah, I can do anything I want. And they're all like, you know, I'm confused. Why can she do everything she wanted? Because I was fake. So, anyways, back to boyfriend broken down car. I decided to run up the stairs, and I see all the girls are there like collecting more gear because they gotta get rid of everything. Get rid of all the promotional gear, and they were like loaded with like piles of shirts and everything. They had to get rid of everything. Like they had the rosary beads for Jack Daniels, and they're all like tangled together, and like they're all like flipping out. And I'm like, great, they think I'm one of them. I'm supposed to help. I can't be like the, you know, the model that's going to get soon to be fired because she's not helping the other promotional models. So I'm trying to like hide from them. And I'm not supposed to talk to the bandmates because it's against the rules. Whatever that means. So here I am trying to hide. And all the bandmates are laughing because I told them the story. And they're like, whoa. And it was like I was stuck like in this hallway. I couldn't like get away. And I'm like, I see them. And I'm like pretending I had to wait for the bathroom or doing something, I don't know. So they finally gather all their stuff and they leave. Phew, right? So dodge in there, get my jacket. As I start to approach the front door, the guy who doesn't know yet, thinks I'm part of them, their team, goes, wait, you can't leave yet. And I'm like, you gotta take pictures. I'm like, picture time, yeah, that's right. So here I am, posing with all these promotional models. They're holding up like the banner and I'm all like, you know, posing with them. And all the guys are like, woo, promotional model, woo, you guys look so hot, say smile for the picture. And I'm all like, you know. So, my first promotional modeling experience by accident. And I also had to suspect that the MTV thing is just a, you know what, it was just a hoax. Actually, it was just a way to get people to show up. And the funny thing is, the rest of the bands over there, nobody like really knew who they were, or maybe had some friends, but nobody was like, woo, you're here! Only when Maslow went up. Maslow went up, and suddenly there were all these like people, obviously from Craigslist, all ran up to the front saying, woo! You know, like going crazy, you know, it's just like, that's brilliant, you know? Mad props to you guys. I mean, if it was real, that's cool. If it wasn't, it was all good all around.